If you're drowning in credit card debt, paying 24 to 29% interest, you're not stuck. You're just using the wrong strategy. There is a smarter way to restructure your debt and position yourself to pay less interest. I'm Jose Rodriguez, also known as the Credit Dude, and I've been helping people for over 16 years on how to truly master their credit scores so they can not only pay less interest, but they can win with their credit. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use a personal loan so you can restructure your credit card debt to lower your interest, pay off your utilization, and strategically move your credit card debt to installment. So let's dive into the first topic, why credit card interest is actually hurting you more than you think. Now, you might be paying 20 to 30% interest on some credit cards, making the minimum payment over time, thinking that you're actually doing something. And unfortunately, on some credit cards, let's say you have a $1,500 credit card, you make a minimum payment for 7 years. That's how long it's going to take you to pay off that credit card because it's going to compound over time. So where you're thinking, hey, I'm making a minimum payment, I'm not late, I'm not adding more debt, I'm not applying for more debt, I don't have any collections. The thing is when you're only making the minimum payment, the bank is actually winning and not you. Your credit score is not increasing. And even though you don't have a late payment, the amount of money you're paying over time, you could have paid that credit card off 3 or 4 times. That's where credit card interest hurts you more than you think. So if you're just making the minimum payment, what you're gonna get stuck with is only getting approved for $300 to $500 credit card limits. You're gonna constantly be living paycheck to paycheck. And to avoid any late payments, you're gonna just make the minimum payment, but you're never gonna be able to escape that rabbit hole that you're in because that credit card interest rate is just, like I said, it's hurting you. So you wanna make sure that you try to make more than just the minimum payment. So if you do have credit card debt and they have high interest, see if you can start maybe doubling up on a payment here and there, doing a side job, okay, and possibly even borrowing money. And this is where getting a personal loan, if you're able to get approved, you can wipe out all that credit card debt, pay one fixed payment on installment, and not have to worry about all those monthly payments when it comes to credit cards. So now let's talk about how a personal loan can actually improve a position that you're in. When you actually get approved for a personal loan, this is what's called installment debt. That means that you have fixed payment monthly and there's actually an end date. Maybe it could be 3 years with 36 months or even 5 years, 60 months. So depending on what your monthly payment is and depending on what your interest rate is, you could even be paying half of what your overall credit card monthly payments are. So let's say you get approved for a personal loan and you're gonna wipe out all your credit card debt. Now your credit card debt goes from revolving, which hurts you and affects more than you think, okay, which is 30% of your credit score or 165 points, and now gets rolled over to installment, and it doesn't hurt you like revolving debt. It's just the way it is. It's the way that the game is played when it comes to credit cards or credit scores. So if you're shifting that from revolving to installment, your credit scores are gonna shoot up, because this ultimately lowers your credit utilization. Okay, so now you're making one monthly payment to your personal loans, your credit cards, you're leaving alone, you're not adding more credit card debt to them, and that's ultimately gonna put you in a better position down the road, because as it increases your credit score, let's say if you were used to paying $300 to $400 to $500 a month on credit card debt, and your personal loan is only $125 a month, it gives you a little bit more breathing room, but you could also double or triple up payments when you're able to. But the great thing is you're not forced to, because you know that, hey, in 3 to 5 years, this loan is gonna be paid off and I'm done. Now let's go ahead and talk about number 3, which is where to look to get approved for a personal loan. I get this question asked all the time. You know, do I go to a credit union? Do I go to my local bank? Do I go online? Who do I borrow money from? And I can tell you that the person or the company that you wanna borrow money from is who's gonna give you the most amount and who's also going to give you the lowest interest with the best terms. You always want to do your research when it comes to getting a personal loan. Even just Google this. You can Google pre-approval for personal loan. You want to stay away from high interest. And at high interest, I'm talking about anything, if you're already paying 24 to 29% on credit cards, you might think, oh, well, I'm going to get a personal loan. The interest rate is going to be 20%, 24. That's better than my credit card debt. Yes, you are correct, but you're still going to be paying so much interest. It's going to defeat the purpose of why you're getting a personal loan. So one of the first places that we like to tell people to look is LightStream. LightStream is very good because their credit limits or the amounts that they approve up to is $100,000. Now this could pretty much put you in a position to either start a business, pay off your credit card debt, and maybe make some renovations in your home. But there's a lot of ways that you can get approved for a personal loan with LightStream. And the more you actually apply with them and pay it off, they'll be able to give you more money down the road. And the great thing is if you're able to access $100,000, which is a very high limit or a very high amount when it comes to personal loans, just imagine what you can do with that. Now, just make sure that you're not getting loans that you're not going to pay back, because now once you start having late payments, it's going to defeat the purpose of why you took out these personal loans in the first place. Now, you want to make sure your credit is good. And when I say credit is good, you typically want to have a 680 or above when you apply with LightStream, because I've seen that people that have a lower credit score than that, they typically will deny you or ask for more documents. And if you really want to be in a sweet spot, you want to be at 700 or above, because they'll ask for less and less documents once your credit score is better. Another place that I like to look is Discover. Discover does offer great terms when it comes to getting approved for personal loans, and their loan limits typically go up to like about $40,000, which is pretty much, that's common, right? LightStream does 100, but Discover does about $40,000, which is good. So if you already have a credit card with Discover, this could be one of the first places that you look, because you already have a relationship with them. You want to have a credit score typically around a 660. Okay, that's around the sweet spot what we see. If you have a 600 credit score, there's probably no point of applying with Discover, because you might get denied, but you never know. They do offer a soft pull when you do apply, so there's no hard inquiry unless you accept the loan. So by doing this, it lets you know, okay, maybe I can get 20 here, 15 there. And then once you start getting multiple loans, just make sure that you don't put yourself in a position to where you can't pay those loans back. The third place that we recommend is Best Egg. Is Best EGG, Best Egg, okay? Now this place typically gives around up to $50,000 credit amounts, okay? And you want to be around a 660 also. If you see a common theme here, you want to be around 660 to 700 when it comes to applying for a personal loan. Now you might say, Jose, like, how am I going to apply for a personal loan? My credit cards are maxed out and I'm not able to get approved for anything, because even though I'm making the minimum payment every single month, I can't escape this credit card debt. Now, what you could do is you can get added as an authorized user and a family member. That'll help increase your credit score by adding more available credit. You can also ask the credit card company that you currently have right now, hey, listen, do I qualify for a credit limit increase? Now, just because your credit cards are maxed out does not mean that you're not able to get approved for a credit limit increase. You just never know if you don't ask. And remember, these three places, if you do apply with them, they will do a soft credit check to pre-approve you or pre-qualify you. And there are going to be some other criteria that you need to get fully done with approving the loan, but this is a great resource. And if these three options are not good for you, you can always just Google, personal loans in my area, pre-qualification for personal loans. If you do belong to a credit union, you can start there. But there are some, you want to make sure you stay away from high interest. I'm talking about 20 to 25% or more, because you're just going to put yourself in the same position you're in right now, which is making the minimum payment and not being able to escape the debt that you're in. So now let's move on and talk about why this strategy works. This strategy works with getting approved for a personal loan to pay off credit card debt, because like I said, it's going to lower your credit utilization, and it's going to pay off that credit card debt and increase your credit score. Now, this only works if you have some of these things. You have to have steady income. Like if you don't have a paycheck, if you don't have verifiable income, you might as well just not even move forward with the process, because if you just have mattress money, or if you're not depositing any money of that matter in any bank account, and you don't have any verified income, whether you're, you could be a business owner, you have business bank statements or accounts receivables, could also have a W-2, you could have a 1099, you have pay stubs. However your income is verified, tax returns, you want to make sure that this is mandatory when it comes to getting a personal loan. Somebody is not going to allow you to borrow $50,000 to $100,000 in unsecured debt without proving that you can pay it back. And also, this is only going to work if you get approved for a personal loan and then you stop using your credit cards. I've seen it happen. People get approved for a loan, they pay off their credit card debt, they now have the monthly payment with the installment loan, and then 2 or 3 months later, what do? They know they have access to 3 to 4 to 5 or maybe even $10,000 of credit cards, and they use it, and now they're paying the loan and they're paying the credit cards. And I'm telling you, this is a recipe for disaster. So if you commit to not running your credit card debt back up, this is a great play for you. And over time, like I said, if you double or triple up on the monthly payments, you could even pay this off sooner than you think. And lastly, let's talk about how this helps you out long term. Now, if you're going to get a home, if you're looking to apply for a car, if you're looking to just be ready when you do apply, by having low or no credit card debt at all is a huge win, because even though that debt shifted from credit card debt, which is revolving, to now the personal loan, which is installment, the credit scoring system and the banks see that fixed payment. Like, okay, that is a fixed payment. We know it's not going to go up. It's not going to go down. Sometimes at the closing table, they might require you to pay off that personal loan depending on what you're getting. This is a great strategy because now your monthly payments and your debt to income ratio is reduced and your credit scores are a lot higher, which means you're getting better terms. You're borrowing money for a lot cheaper, and you're even able to access or even get approved for some business funding, which if that is something that's great to you. Now listen, you might even be able to get approved for a personal loan to even use as a loan for your business, and then you pay it back from your business over time. Now there's nothing wrong with getting a personal loan to self-fund your business. So as long as you have good credit, no negative items, and you have low credit card debt, you might even not even need to get a personal loan to pay off credit card debt, but you can get a personal loan to either invest in something or pretty much help expand your current business. At the end of the day, personal loans are not magic, okay? They are a tool that needs to be used to put you in a better position. So if you're able to borrow money, restructure your credit profile, like I said, from revolving to installment, that's ultimately just how you win. And that's the proper way to use a personal loan to pay off some credit card debt. Now, if you like this strategy and you want to see more, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I drop videos like this every single week, so that way it can help you use credit better and wiser. Until the next one, guys, peace.